With millions of Americans living with post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, there's growing support for psychedelic medicine and therapy as treatment. However, just earlier this month, the FDA denied approval for an MDMA-based PTSD treatment. The regulatory authorities cited a lack of study into its efficacy and safety, but supporters still say current treatments for PTSD may not be effective. They want to see more, and they think more needs to be done for people suffering, particularly veterans. Joining us now to talk about this is Olivia McDonnell, founder of the Activation Project. Thanks for being here.
Of course, thanks for having me.
We want to learn all about the project and what your group is trying to do, but first back up. For people who may just be hearing about this type of treatment, what is it and how have you really seen it help people?
So I've seen it be really effective with people that have trauma, complex PTSD, that suffer from anxiety, depression, especially resistant treatment anxiety and depression. And it works in a few ways. So one of the ways that it's very effective is that it reduces the activity in the amygdala, the fear center. And by doing that, participants are able to go back and remember things that have happened in their life, adverse childhood experiences, without having that really terrifying effect on remembering those experiences. And so by reducing that activity, they're able to restructure the way that they remember it, and it signals to their body that they're safe.
We know that this has received a lot of support, bipartisan support from lawmakers, folks in the industry researching it, but we did see a setback. Just recently, the FDA, asked a drug maker to go back and do more study before they approved an MDMA-based therapy. What was the reaction for people in your world? What was the reaction to that FDA ruling?
Well, it was truly heartbreaking and catastrophic, I think, for the people who are really suffering. And, we're seeing like 20 suicides a day by not only veterans, but people who are suffering with extreme depression. And we were expecting to have it legalized this year because of all of the tremendous effects and changes that we've seen it cause in people's lives. So not only for the veterans has it been really heartbreaking, but also for the therapists that have invested countless hours and thousands of dollars to train in this type of therapy to be able to help people. So it's been really heartbreaking. And then on the other hand, there are people who believe that it's not the worst thing in the world, because in this way we can maintain the integrity and make sure that it's not turning into something that's strictly being monetized by pharmaceutical companies, for one.
So more study could actually expand benefits for people when it could ultimately be approved.
We think so.
So talk to us about the Activation Project. What is it? What is your group trying to accomplish?
So we really have seen that most of the change comes after the psychedelic therapy, so in the aftercare process. And there's just a nationwide shortage of facilitators and therapists that can actually provide that aftercare. There's also a really fragmented understanding around what integration looks like post-psychedelic therapy. So our technology is created to provide instant access to tools and resources that are so needed directly after to help them process through maybe difficult memories that have come up, overwhelming emotions that can come up after the therapy to help them process through that. And then just take these profound insights that can come through the therapy and integrate them into their daily lives by improving communication between parents and children, communication with spouses and friends. So ultimately it helps people to connect better with themselves, connect better with others, connect more with why they're here. So purpose.
So if people are interested in learning more about this and about the therapy in general, where would you send people? Where would you like people to go?
So our website is theactivationproject.com. We're actually launching this Thursday. We have a big launch party event to present the technology to people, and we're really excited for what it can do. I think ultimately it's going to help to propel the movement forward in a safe way by providing harm reduction and more community support.
Well, we'll be looking forward to the launch and hearing how it goes when you guys really start to roll out here in Austin. Olivia, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.